next contestant is Mr. Bartholomew Wade from East Sheen, London, and your special subject, Mr. Wade, is women. From 20,000 BC to the present day, Friday, June the 10th, and your first question is, what do you think of women?
I like women, and I should know what I'm talking about, because my wife's one.
Mr. Wade, this is a serious contest.
What do you think marriage is, Mr. McNabun?
That's my wife calling. That's Susan. She's wondering what I'm doing in here.
Marty, what are you doing in there?
There you are, I told you. Next thing is, she'll want to know if I'm going to spend all night in here.
Marty, are you going to spend all night in there?
I shouldn't really have married her, that's my problem. That doesn't mean that I don't love her. I love Susan as a woman very much. It's Susan as a wife that needs coming to terms with. Love is the ideal thing. Marriage is the real thing. The confusion of the real met with the ideal never goes unpunished. Goethe. Goethe who? Goethe's the top of the form and jump off.
Marty, what are you doing?
Oh, cleaning my teeth. It's been very nice talking to you. He thought he saw a banker's clerk descending from a bus. He looked again and found it was a hippopotamus. If this should stay to dine, he said, there won't be much for us.
Not still on about food. And turn the light off in there.
Good night, Lou. Good night, Bath. Night, B-Day. I'm sorry, but Mummy said you had to have it off. All right. You can tell each other the story. To keep it short and clean. I'm hungry.
You're meant to be on a diet.
Probably the very reason why I'm hungry.
There's no food in the house.
Oh, I find something, a bit of old carpet.
You won't.
You realise it's exactly 6 weeks since we had anything proper to eat? Roast beef, Yorkshire pudding, roast potatoes, peas. Oh, I wish I hadn't said that. Not allowed anything to eat, not allowed television. Oh, crumpets.
Well, as for television, Barty, I read at the hairdresser's that watching too much television sets up all kinds of unnatural behaviorism. Did you know that in America, certain people's bladder activity is completely regulated by the commercial break?
You never get any tinkle when the ads come up. Well, that wouldn't be me. I like the ads best. I'm still hungry.
Get fat if you want to. Do you want to get fat?
Yes, I want to get fat. Because fat people are happy. And happy people are contented. And fat, happy, contented people are usually very, very sexy.
Well, not tonight, Barty. Just done my face.
Oh. Yum. I told you I was hungry.
I'm not. What were you doing in the bathroom, anyway?
Building the Eiffel Tower out of soap. No, I was practicing what I have to say to the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, Sieg Heil. They want to know how I'm getting on with my research.
Research?
Yes. Are you even a tiny bit hungry?
No. No. Barty.
I'm hungry.
Well, I'm not. I've got a headache.
That's probably because you're hungry.
Saturday morning, Barty. Can't you wait till Saturday morning?
Geronimo.
Barty!
Oh, dung in a bucket. Dung in a bucket.
And that's what they've been paying you for 18 months?
I'm being paid, Suze, to find out why the Commonweal Garden birdie no longer fears the Commonweal Garden moggin.
That wasn't a moggin, Barty. It had wheels.
So did the Trojan horse, Susan.
The Trojan horse didn't attack milk bottles, Barty. I mean, I don't know why they don't use plastic tops.
You know how I feel on plastic. I'm a friend of the Earth's.
Yes, I can tell that by the amount of mud you bring into the house. Well, come along.
You still haven't told me why I'm moving the furniture.
Because we are giving a party, Barty.
Giving a party? I hate parties. The only good parties are the ones you don't go to. Crowds without company, dissipation without pleasure. It's like being in a raffle without a ticket.
Barty.
The B-Day's on the blink again.
How do you know you never use it?
Of course I don't. It's not British. You don't expect the French to play cricket. I mean, chacun a son goût thing. I mean, chacun a son goût. And my thing's certainly not having a jet of water.
Yes,
I'm so sorry. What's this? A list of things to do tonight?
It's a list of who is coming to our party and who is not.
Erratum. Your party and information, I'm not.
Correction, our party, and affirmation, oh, yes, you are.
Not.
Are.
Aren't.
Barty, how old are you?
125. I'm amazing, aren't I? I put it all down to not going to parties.
You'll be there. What were you doing in the bathroom?
Cutting my toenails.
For 25 minutes?
I couldn't find the scissors, so I had to bite them. And, what makes you think I'll be there?
What makes you think you won't?
And, what night is it tonight?
Friday.
Precisement. And what morning shall it be when we awake? Mon vieux.
Saturday.
And?
And I have to get up very early to start making the dips.
This is not all you're going to give them, surely? Coming in this grot, nobody will get past side one, track one.
And where do you live? Locally? Really? So do we. And where do you live? Oh, locally? Really? Oh, so do we.
That'll probably be the Murrays.
The Murrays, and where do they live?
Locally.
Oh. If women were God's first mistake, parties would be second.
But you are going to behave, aren't you? No shuffling off to your den to catalogue back numbers of Hotspur. Bertie, the door.
Oh, Delaney, let the door be locked.
Bertie.
I go.
We're in Stillingfleet Road. Been there 8 years.
Oh. We're in Stillingfleet Road.
Really? We're number 1.
Oh, really? We're number 3.
I asked you to behave. There we are.
No, thank you.
Hell's ears. Go easy on that stuff, Suze. Some of them mightn't have dental insurance.
What exactly are you doing, Bertie?
Working. I have to research the longevity of Pritchard and Williams' knicker elastic. There have been complaints from the Mothers' Union. Oh! Sorry, Mrs. Theobald.
Bertie, would you please go and talk to your guests?
Your guests?
Our new neighbours.
Unpleasant Christian commodity neighbours. Dogs don't have neighbours.
Go and talk to Penelope.
A hedge between, keep neighbours green. Who's Penelope?
She's over there. Runs the local play school. Go on, Bertie. She's got nobody to talk to.
I bet she's got a very nice body to talk to. I go.
Hello. Local?
Hare and hounds.
No, you local.
No, me Tarzan.
Jolly good.
I come from Horton Coot and Herd.
Is that north or south of the river?
Tiddly-pom. Nobody knows, tiddly-pom, how cold my toes, tiddly-pom, are growing. Tiddly-pom. What's the book? What's the book? Must be pretty jolly gripping.
Gaubles, I've been doing it wrong all these years.
What are you reading, the Kama Sutra?
I never realized you sprinkled the almonds on after you added the sauce.
Oh, you are reading the Kama Sutra.
Great dishes of the world.
Trout, Pierre Louis.
You a cook?
But me, a cook? Oh, no, gosh, no, golly, I can't cook. No, sadly, those of us privately educated are fully versed in the subtleties of spondees, dactyls, and the iambic pentameter, and comprehensively trained in the dismantling and reassembly of totally obsolete weapons. No, we were never taught how to boil water, let alone cook. Our school crest was a male pig, rampant. I can eat, when allowed.
It's my hobby, I'm afraid.
Your hobby?
Yes, that and watching the telly. I think I'll cook this evening.
In page 106.
Melt butter
4 tablespoons.
in a thick bottom frying pan and saute trout until tender. Heat cream
8 tablespoons, double.
without letting it come to the boil in a saucepan, stir in Grand Marnier and cognac, and add salt and freshly ground pepper to taste.
Place trout in heated serving dish. Pour over sauce, sprinkle with sliced toasted almonds. Serve immediately. I hope you all enjoy it.
Well, who?
Serves 4.
Oh, no. I was only going to cook this for myself.
What? You can't cook that all for yourself. I mean, that's like having a good joke and having nobody to tell it to. That's like listening to Chopin on your own. That's like being a priest sleeping in a double bed. You've got to have somebody to share it with, so as the butter dribbles all down your chin, you can both say, "Ooh, yum, yum. Isn't this lovely?" Oh, no, you can't eat that by yourself, and I've got an idea.
You looked as though you might have.
Are you enjoying yourself?
I think the last party I enjoyed was my christening.
Here.
You were there?
What? No. I mean, listen, no, you slip out of the window.
I do, and you?
I make our apologies to the hostess.
Do parties like this have hostesses? I thought parties like this were given by traffic wardens. Listen, I don't even know your name.
Oh, that's all right, I do. Now... No, Bats, crikey. Bats never won a battle. That's all right.
Well, I must say it's going awfully well.
Oh, tremendous. They'll all find out where each other live. Another 18 glasses of this, and they'll be on to property prices. Do you know what we paid for this when we first of all moved here 6 years ago? And you'll never guess what it's worth now.
Meant to be on a diet. And now where are you off to?
Nowhere. I just have to pick something up. I dropped out of the window. Tiddly-pom. Tremendous. I've never eaten that alone, you know. Shh.
Danny.
Mom.
Danny, you come home.
Tremendous. All that on telly, too.
Oh, dear.
Super program. I've never seen that one before.
No, well, you wouldn't. It's only been running 11 years.
11 years? Crumpets.
Don't you watch the telly?
I'm not allowed to because of my bladder.
You're the funniest person I've ever met.
Me too. Amazing. And that soup. You know, I think fish and soup explain half the emotions of life.
What are the other half?
A jug of wine. And now. And some bicarbonate of soda. Actually, no, I think people who don't really care about food don't really care about anything.
I know, I agree. Tell you something I don't know. Your name?
My name? Barty.
Yes, but Barty what?
That's right.
What?
Penelope who?
Penelope Bligh.
Oh, yes, I've been thinking about your name. It's no good, I'm afraid. I mean, you being a Penelope, I mean. I knew another Penelope once. She was a frightful person. She used to lock me in the coal shed and pull all the eyes out of my toys.
Really?
She's running a convent in Reading now. No, you're Nellie. That's who you are.
Oh, I've often wondered.
Oh, and that was absolutely wizard. You couldn't have eaten that alone, you know. I mean, eating alone's dreadfully bad for one. Napoleon used to eat alone.
He managed.
Managed? Have you ever seen a picture of Napoleon smiling? Golly, that isn't the time. Ooh.
Well, I've heard of fast workers.
I'm sorry, I really don't mean to rush everything like this.
You're quite something, aren't you? You bulldozed me into letting me let you invite yourself to dinner. You fiddled with my television, you changed my name, and now I'm meant to jump into bed.
Oh, gosh, no, Nellie. Why should you have to jump into bed?
You mean you'll be quite happy with the sofa?
Well, if you're happy with your sofa, then I'm happy with your sofa.
Who the hell do you... What? Listen, Buster, I'm not that kind of girl.
Not what kind of girl? You mean that you're the sort of girl who's not happy with sofas? I mean, crikey. Phew, it's been 6 weeks, you know.
I don't care if it's been 6 light years.
You would be if you were me. You'd be deaded. I'm really terribly sorry to have to dash like this.
What, but...
We really must do it again sometime.
Do what? We haven't done anything.
Right, absolutely right. Well, that means we can do it again next time, right? Viva Beleque, Nelly Bly.
Oh, I think we've just been sideswiped.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Ciao, darling. It's been marvellous. It's been nice.
Well, that did go well.
Oh, well, well.
Except where were you?
Out being unfaithful.
Oh, yes.
Yes, in a way.
Who with? Penelope?
Yes.
Sweet, isn't she? Do get your feet off the occasional table.
Well, can't I put them up there occasionally?
You might help me clear up.
Or we could leave it to the morning.
Now, Barty, Mrs. Wingate will be here in the morning.
Well, isn't that what we pay Mrs. Wingate for? To come in and clean?
No, Barty, Mrs. Wingate is paid to come in and do.
Bertie?
Yes, he answered, with such was his name.
But you know Alice?
Alice.
Yes, you know, nice little Alice with the dyed red hair and the funny shoes. Oh, married to Roger, who wears those ties. Well, she just loved the house. Alice said something awfully interesting.
That doesn't sound like Alice.
Oh, don't be rude. She said we should have blinds at the windows.
Blinds? God, why didn't I think of that?
All right, who are you ringing now?
The Times. Let us hold the front page. Oh, I've written the editorials. Barty Wade here. I have a scoop. Alice Bluecock suggests Wade's blind windows. Stop. Talks to be held at midnight. Estimated cost of development to follow. Stop.
Blinds are not expensive, Bertie.
Nothing's expensive if you can afford it, Suze.
Blinds are cheaper than curtains, Bertie.
An ox for a penny, and if you haven't, a penny.
Bertie?
I saw them first on the telly. The television. On Telford's Change. They had them in their windows.
I'm not sure about old Pompeii. Not for in here. Perhaps the Mikado Maze.
That girl, you know the one that married that bank manager in that programme. You know the one.
Or even the raw liver.
They had them in their windows, in their house on Telford's Change. Oh, they was ever so nice. Really, very nice. Oh, and I'll tell you who else has got them.
No. No, I think I'll go for the Battleship Pink.
Oh, that nice grey.
Battleship Pink isn't grey, Alice. It's more of a green.
Anyway, I'll tell you who else has got them, these blinds. Danny LaRue. His house was in Holmes Beautiful. Danny LaRue has them everywhere. And if ever a man had taste, she had.
Good. So that's settled then.
Lovely. So, has your husband given the go-ahead then? Because, dare I say it, they are not cheap.
No, he hasn't said yes yet. But by the time I've finished with him, he will have. Because you know the quickest way to a man's wallet, don't you, Alice?
Amazing.
Have some more.
Look, I've had 3 helpings, nearly. That was my favourite meal. Did you know that?
You bought the food, Barty.
You cooked it to perfection. Chicken soup with pearl barley, steak and kidney pudding, hot jam rolled with custard. Yum, yum, bliss.
Sure you won't have the last bit?
My best, Nellie.
Undo your trousers, I don't mind.
Golly, you did last time.
Only because I thought, you know.
Nellie?
Why, don't you fancy me?
No, I don't fancy you. I could just eat you.
Working late again?
Afraid so now. Pass it on.
Bertie, in here.
Thank you, Zara. Thank you. I am unpunctual.
No, I'm glad you are, Bertie, because I could get everything ready. Now close your eyes and come with me. Open. It's your favorite, Bertie. Chicken soup with pearl barley, steak and kidney pie, and
Hot jam roll with custard.
hot jam bread custard.
Hell's ears.
All right, Bertie? You haven't said anything since dinner. Bertie, you know what we were talking about last night? Have you given the matter any thought? I mean, is it all right if I go ahead and order them? What? No, I tell you what, we'll talk about it tomorrow, after we've... We don't want to spoil a lovely evening. I mean, the silly old blinds can wait until morning, can't they? Though I think you'll just love the colour I've chosen. Raw liver. What's the matter? Is anything the matter?
Not tonight, Susan.
Why? What's the matter?
I'm too full.
And Pig in the Middle continues at the same time on Monday. Next today on Plus, a dangerous double scandal threatens Eaton Place in Upstairs Downstairs.